Hi guys, I'm co-founder and CTO of Chainsight, and today I'm going to explain about what is Chainsight in a nutshell and demonstrate how to use Chainsight CLI to make the price data as an, like one of the example on the one of the EVMs. So yeah, before starting that, let's summarize the overview with Chainsight. Chainsight is an on-chain data hub where any data, including on-chain and off-chain data, are available for on-chain applications. I mean, if you're a developer and you want to try building something with large amount of data, it's hard to implement it because blockchain is just a state machine and we can only see the current state, not the past historical events. So to control the data, you have to manage all the data in the state. That would lot costly. It's hard to implement it. But when using Chainsight, it'll be much easier to implement that kind of data-driven applications. So when collecting the data from the outside networks using Chainsight from Ethereum node or HTTP endpoint provided by Web2 compilations, any data providers, and we can collect the data on top of the Chainsight network and then customize it and push them back to the each EVM chains. That is a base concept for the Chainsight. So currently there are a lot of data types available on Chainsight. One is realized volatility, which is based on the historical price data. So it's realized volatility is used a lot of categories in the existing traditional finance. But to calculate this, we have to handle large amount of data. That's why it's difficult to handle it. But we can provide realized volatility based on the large amount of data set. So that's why it's possible. And also we can fetch any RWA data from any data sources, one of which is S&P 500 or stock prices or any personal information or something like that from any data sources if you can designate the data source URI. And also Chainsight 20, which is our original market index powered by Chainsight. We're averaging top 20 crypto assets and represented as a crypto market index, Chainsight 20. So we can see any variety data on top of Chainsight, and dashboard UI will be like this. We can access app.chainsight.network and some of the data can be displayed. And the dashboard can be customizable if according to your preference. If you want to put trading data mainly, you can do that. And this is more analytical, something for stable coins, and you can also display that kind of data as well. And all the data are deployed on chain. That means you can utilize any data from your on-chain dApps, DeFi protocols, or is in sync. And in the Chainsight networks, there are many types of data components, on top of the Chainsight networks. One of which is indexer. Indexer is responsible for collecting data from outside networks from the Chainsight. For instance, if you want to track ERC20 tokens event data, you can designate that data source, which is the contract address and how frequently they can fetching. And we can collect that data from the data sources. That is a indexer. And then Lens has a peer logic to modify the data. So according to your preferences, if you want to calculate or filter some things on the raw data, it applies for that. So Lens has a peer logic to customize according to your builder's perspective. And last one but least is the relayer. Relayer brings the data outside to the network. I mean, if you want to build something on base network, you can sync the data to the base chain. So that is a relayer. And important thing is that we cannot use bridges. It directly writes the data to the base chain with special ECDSA, which is one of the significant features spot by ICP. And we can directly write the data. We can show you later as a tutorial. So by combining these types of components, data components, you can make the any data pipelines with Chainsight CLI. So and also it's reasonable because once someone deployed the data component, we can utilize it. So we don't need to redeploy the same data component again. So if someone tracks one types of their ERC20 tokens, then we can utilize it. And that is kind of data Lego. So we can make the data Lego on chain. So overview, let me expand it. Yes. From the left, there is an API endpoint outside of the chain side, and indexer collects the data, calling the same endpoint many times to verify the data, and then lens calculate it or modified according to the purpose, and then relayer push back to the any EVM chains. And Chainsight CLI supports building that without the deep knowledge of ICP. So for instance, EVM developers, they don't need to know ICP tech stack so much. Just typing the CLI and then canister smart contract, which is for ICP version of the smart contract, will be deployed on top of the Chainsight network. And also we can see the data from the Chainsight UI. And as I mentioned before, there's data logos. So if you want to build the only logic, then the index data, which is a raw data from somewhere, it can be calculated or filtered for according to your purposes. So that is kind of data Legos on top of the chain side. And for a factory, there's one feature where we can deploy any data without using CLI, which is one of the paid features for subscription plan. But if you want to create more advanced data with specific logic, then you should use Chainsight CLI, which will show you which I will show you later. But anyway, we can use any advanced convenience features from the UI side. And not only developing Chainsight CLI, but also doing the research on about the data, how to use the data more efficiently, beneficially for DeFi protocols. And one of the research is stablecoin ratings. That is with university professors, we're doing the how to assess stablecoin ratings according to the quantitative quantitative real-time updated data. So it's automatically updated based on the near real-time transactions. So I expected that these kind of the rating stuffs will be used when for instance, if the which stablecoin should be listed on the money market, or which stablecoin can be collateralized for to issue new tokens or something like that. So that's not corporate driven, but also data driven. So more decentralized rating system will be coming based on that research. And also that data also already available in Chainsight. And another perspective is we can have a lot of index that is completely original from our side. And Chainsight 20, which I explained as top 20 asset average prices, which is similar to the S&P 500 or something like that. And Chainsight AI is the list of the AI prices, AI related asset index. And Chainsight DeFi is also the same concept, DeFi related asset index to be averaged. So from that data, like we can compare which sector will be more like significant performance in terms of trading stuffs. So we can trade that sectors based on the data. So we can analyze it according to the trader's perspective on the UI. So like basically Chainsight is a data hub, and any data can be available for dApps, but as well as like not only that, but also we can see the data from the UI side as an analytical dashboard. So that is a Chainsight overview. So yep, that is our like my explanation about the Chainsight. So from now on, I'm gonna demonstrate how to use Chainsight CLI, making the price data as an example. And we have a like some types of the repositories, one of which is Chainsight CLI, which is one of the main code base here. And Chainsight Management Canister and Showcase. Showcase has a lot of like example project that is like easily copied by developers. And I'm going to use this one of the examples, S&P 500. So like let's create S&P 500 oracles for some EVM networks. Based on the like a Faucet's perspective, I want to use base Seporia today. So let's make it from now on. So before doing that, like please check the like developer tools. Like let's like I stop this and show the code base here. Yes, this would be better. All right. Yep. I cloned the sample repositories from the showcase, and there's a lot of project, one of which is S&P 500. So I'm going to deploy it on top of the Chainsight network. So then like, let's see how the price will be updated on the base network. So in the project, right now, like we have Chainsight Showcase, and the subdirectory is S&P 500 here, and there's some code. And this is these are YAML files, which defines how the like functions should be on top of each component. As I can like as I described, there's three components, main three components. One is indexer. This is the indexer's configuration files and lens, and also relayers. So once I'm building these files and deploy on top of the Chainsight network, these based on these config files, we can deploy three data components on top of Chainsight networks. And that is summarized on the project YAML. So we can designate these three files and customize it for them. So today, as an example, like we should like know that like we have to like take care of their like data, how to use data or like data terms. But like today, I'm going to use this Yahoo, Yahoo Finance data to fetch their S&P 500 data as an example. And intervals will be described on this M file. This is a sec, so like every 2 minutes, we're gonna like update the data for base network. And the Oracle is already deployed on the base network, so we can use this contract address. So from this, we can create like indexers data code, specifying the 120 and this URL. And relayer to sync the data for like base network. We're specifying this RPC URL here, and Oracle address is described here, this one. And then target is SMP 500 indexer HTTP, which is the same name here. So let's deploy these three files onto the Chainsight network. Firstly, we have to build in this. And while building this, like WASM file, WebAssembly files are generated according to the YAML configs. Then, like, if you wanna like create a more like complex logics, we can like insert any logics from here. But like today, I'm gonna use the simple example, so no need to like insert the data, insert the logic here. But anyway, let me deploy these files. Before that, I'm gonna start simulator for ICP. We don't need to like, I'm not using like ICP today, like for the mainnet. So like, I'm gonna use the testnet for ICP. So like it's not testnet actually, but like local emulator. So now it's working. So let me deploy more admin management things. And this local, on this local, so I can see this here, specifying the port number. And then like in this process, we're deploying some of the management canisters, which is like working for like all the data components. So like this is only the local emulator, so we have to deploy in advance. So in the local network, some management canisters are being deployed. Yeah, it's going well. And then let me deploy this WASM modules on top of the ICP emulator. And deploying the WASMs means like we can like issue canister token ID, which is similar to the like smart contract address. It's like literally complex for ICP related knowledge, but we can use it.